Hey guys, this is Sandy, your Central Florida Airbnb Realtor. Here to discuss how can we get our Airbnb smart. How to have a smart home, condo or townhome for your Airbnb. How we're going to make it smart. How are we going to use technology to our advantage? Now, I know most people know about a smart lock. You put a smart lock on your door, smart thermostat, cameras. We have the Nest, we have the Ring doorbell. But I'm going to touch on those a little bit, but I'm going to get into more advanced technology as well. So if you're going to have a smart lock on your door, the front door for guests, make sure that you're able to change the code remotely, right? You don't want a lock where you got to go to the door and change the codes for each guest. You want a smart lock where on an app on your phone, you could switch out the code for each guest. So obviously you'll be giving each guest a code. You'll also have a code for your house cleaning crew. You may want to have a code for if you wanted to let someone in just to do some handyman work or something, right? You want to have codes for everyone. So if anyone is in the house, you'll know who it is, right? Based upon the codes that you use. Also, you want to have a smart thermostat, right? Smart thermostat where you could control the temperature, because we all know that the guests will go and they will turn the temperature all the way down if you're in like Central Florida area. And then they'll say they're not doing it, right? So you got to make sure you have a smart thermostat. Another thing is you want to have is a Ring doorbell, or you want to have a front and a back camera based upon how your setup is. For most townhome and condos, you'd want to go with a Ring doorbell because they may not allow you to put a camera on the exterior of the building, right? But within the last 2 or 3 years, they have gotten really savvy, even probably beyond 3 years, and they have gotten a few more items. One of the items I'm going to discuss with you is called Noiseware. And Noiseware is a software where you could detect if there's a party going on in your Airbnb, because Noiseware monitors the noise, right? So there's a certain noise level that should be in the house at all times. And if the noise goes up to a certain level, then like somebody laughing or crazy or something like that, it could differentiate that, right? And it also could tell if there's a party going on based upon the noise level in the home. So Noiseware will alert you if there's a party going on in your Airbnb. So that's a really great tool to have. Another newer technology is if you have a pool home and you have a sliding door leading to the pool area, right? So you have a sliding door leading to the pool area. What does the guest do? A lot of times they open the sliding door and they forget to close it. And then you have the AC, and then they go inside and the house is now getting hot because they didn't close the sliding door. And now they turn the AC all the way down because now the house is hot. How do we prevent that from happening? Well, there's a new technology now where you could connect a software to your thermostat, and the thermostat will turn itself off if the sliding door is left open. There's a software that's connected to the sliding door that reads to the thermostat, and if the sliding door is open for so many minutes, you set the minutes. So you could set if it's open for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. I would do 5 minutes actually. If it's open for more than a certain time frame, the air conditioning system will shut itself off, right? Once it shuts itself off, the only way it's going to come back on is if the sliding door is closed. So if you have the technology on it and they go through and they open the door and did whatever they did, and then they call you and say the hair isn't working, then you have a great opportunity to say the reason why the hair isn't working is because you have the sliding door open. Right? If once you close the sliding door, the AC will come back on. How cool is that? But here's another cooler thing. If you have a pool home and you advertise that the guests could pay for pool heat, and you encourage them to pay for pool heat before they get to the property, but they don't. I know they're in the property and they're like, can we have the pool heated? And typically you'd have to send someone out to turn it on. If you're self-managing, you'd have to probably go there yourself. If you have a property management company, then you'd have to have the property management company go out there to turn the pool heat on. Well, guess what? Now that is automated. So now you can automatically turn the pool heat on from a app on your phone. So when the guests call and say, hey, can we get the pool heated? You don't have to send someone out to turn it on for you. You could do it from your phone. How cool is that? Like that was the biggest hurdle in self-managing, right? Because a lot of people was like, well, I could self-manage, but what about if the guests want to get the pool heat on and they didn't tell us in advance? Because if they tell you in advance, you could probably have your house cleaning crew turn it on for you. But when they come in and they're like, oh, it's Florida, we didn't think the water was going to be that cold. And trust me guys, the pool, the water in the pool, especially in Central Florida, just get cold. You do need pool heat, especially between October-ish to February, the end of February, March-ish. It gets cold because our temperature drops overnight a lot, right? So it does get colder and you want to put the pool heat on. So this is like the two best technology now to completely have a smart home. So we have the smart lock, the smart thermostat, the cameras. Now we're able to have the sliding door shut itself off, close itself. I mean, shut the AC off if they have the door open. And this also applies to windows. If they have any exterior window or doors open, you could set it up where if that door is open or that window is open for so many minutes, the AC will shut itself off and it will not come back on until they close it. And also, if they call for pool heat and you don't have to send someone out there trying to figure out how we're going to get the pool heat on, because they'll do stuff like this. They'll text you 10 o'clock at night saying, can we get the pool heat turned on, right? That's because sometimes they may want to use a spa, because sometimes the pool does take time to heat, right? If you have a gas heater, it takes faster than if you have an electric heater, but the spa is instantaneous. The spa, once you turn the heat on, you set the spa to like 45 minutes, the spa will start to warm up. So if you have situations like that, you just use your the automation from the pool. Another thing that you also could do is you could set your pool timer from that automation as well. So let's say when you have the pool heat on, you had the pool running from 10 to 7, but now the guests left and you turn the pool heat off, so now you want to reset the timer to like maybe 10 to 4. You could do that from this automation. So a smart home is the new technology, is the way to go now. With all these smart features that they have, you don't necessarily need to have a property management company. You could definitely self-manage, but the property management company is also there in case of you traveling, working, all that great stuff, and you can't really pay attention to that Airbnb. Also remember Noiseware. Noiseware has been on for quite a few years, and this is the system that will tell you if there's a party going on in the home based upon the noise level that you set. So if the noise level goes up a little bit, you're like, okay, maybe they're having fun, they're laughing and stuff. But trust me, there's a red zone on that software and it will tell you if there's a party going on, okay? I hope these were some really great tips for you if you're thinking of doing Airbnb. Airbnb is getting easier and easier to do with all these automation now. Back in the day, you didn't have none of this technology, so it made it a little bit more difficult to do. Now it's getting easier to do Airbnb because of all these great technology. So again, my name is Sandy. I am your Central Florida Airbnb real estate agent. If you're looking to buy a property or thinking of buying an investment property in the Central Florida area for Airbnb, we are your team, okay? Our information should be on the bottom, or you could give me a call, 407-791-4713. Send me a text there. I get calls all the time, and I don't mind answering any of your questions because I'm also doing Airbnb and I know all of the pitfalls and stuff that come up, and of course there's a few surprises that even surprise me sometimes, right? So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.